Let's go to the cloud
I don't know what
district.
we're doing now.
Yeah. Well, we went to the library. We're just free roaming right now.
Oh
The
yeah,
library
we
has
decided to.
absolutely nothing.
And that guy gave us that sweet key that apparently takes like 30 years to make.
Ah, yes, that's right. The key.
And we're like,
Oh,
why the
are
fuck is your system like this?
That is right. That key. You got a key.
Went to the library and learned nothing.
You went to the central library and kind of like,
That is a central library, it has nothing.
yeah. Don't you ever
Imagine
know?
how imagine how disappointed Eric brothers would be if they became stay optimistic when there's nothing in the central library.
Mm.
Alright, let me bring up the map. So you guys, I don't remember what town you're going to, or what section. What do you remember? What element you guys were going to?
Let's go to the cloud district.
I know
It sounded like a
We're
party
going to
there
the
last
one where
time.
the dude did that thing while he was naked.
what?
that was
That
the
doesn't sound
Cloud
good without
District.
context.
Yes.
That was the Cloud District. Alright.
We go there so we can come back and tell people that yes,
Oh,
we go to cloud
We
district
don't go
often.
there often, do we?
that's
We're
right.
lucky now.
You
So
guys are the worst.
would would we is with you guys. He made a tower because you were camping outside this gate, waiting for the next day. And with the farmers, the 10 farmers that came with you. And you are. I think it would be morning by now, we'll say. So, you eat breakfast, you get ready. Woodley kind of gets the troops together of what
The
he
question:
can.
do giants eat more?
Do giants eat more?
Yes,
Yes.
do they eat more?
What are their
So
plants like? Didn't we ask this last time?
You
Do
guys
they have
haven't
giant?
been to the Stone District yet. So.
Do they have giant corn compared
Mm,
to regular?
don't know.
do they have giant rations?
You don't know.
I believe last session we ended with let's go look for a shopping district.
No, you guys camped. I remember you guys set up. You told Woodley to make
Yes,
a
that is
hut.
so. I said that we should either take break now or go to shopping district, and he said shopping is gonna take another 2 hours, so we will.
I just remember you guys traveled the distance outside the bridge and then set up camp.
Yes, the reason we did that is because shopping is taking too long and they're being so expensive.
All right. So you guys wake up. You guys are probably about outside this bridge. So you guys wake up and everything. You're inside the tower. What are you guys gonna do?
So, shall we go to the shopping district or not to the shopping district?
I like shopping.
That's one vote.
Well, which one's the shopping district?
Is shopping an element?
No, I don't think so.
Well, let's take a look at the map again.
Yeah.
Do I need to repost the map?
No, I found it. It's tiny.
It's on the pin post, by the way.
Yeah, it's still tiny.
Use Open Original.
Yeah. Okay. I do not really see a shopping district here.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna be the peasant one.
And we are sitting right. We are camping outside, so we are outside of the peasant district, right?
You guys are camping out of the Cloud District 'cause that's where you guys were headed.
Oh, okay. On the other hand, why don't we shop at the cloud district? Maybe they will have some healthy items.
Oh no. Maybe there's some condensation there.
I'm down.
That sounds rather condescending.
No.
I'm all for that.
Is anyone here allergic to clouds? take that as a no. Let's stop this weekend.
I feel like we just all looked at you like really puzzled, like, oh, do I do that? It's like, what?
Who knows? Humans are related to everything.
Who's a human?
Shots fired.
There are no
We have a
humans
human
here.
here.
No,
I think there's
Harry
a
was a
human.
Harry was a human.
Was? Or
Well,
is?
he's no longer with us.
Oh yeah, he was a human. Well, that means we can fire all the racist jokes towards that general direction.
I like firing them at everyone.
Humans in their
Silly
5 years lifespan.
minotaurs.
Yeah, I don't like.
Okay, so if we start walking towards Cloud District, how long will it take? With the carts and everything. We have the carts with us, right?
You guys do have all the 2 carts and
And
the carriage with you, yes.
so we also have Woodley and all the...
You have Woodley with his wolf, the wolf actually that he rides, and you have the farmers that are all compact in wherever space they could fit while you guys are sitting on the cart.
And those farmers are totally okay with us going to Cloud District.
They're kind of just following Woodley, and Woodley's kind of just following you guys.
And why is Woodley following us, guys? We're waiting for something, I believe.
We have a bunch
we
of
are waiting
shit
for
to.
the discussion for the route, right?
Yeah, but we have a bunch of shit we gotta get here. We got like a forge and like an anvil. So one of the carts is for. We gotta get manure and like seed, and then we gotta get something for the merchant lady.
Yeah.
Look at that guy taking the notes.
And his...
I have no notes.
He remembers this. Like, look at you. You got Woodley's tower stays up for 24 hours.
Okay.
We should write out a shopping list.
So let's go towards the Cloud District.
Cloud District it is. Okay. So, you guys start, I guess, loading up the carts and wherever you guys sit, and you guys start heading towards the Cloud District to the bridge. And the tower outside this bridge starts staring at you.
The tower.
The guys on top of the tower.
Okay.
We're gonna stare back,
It's a mimic.
like unblinkingly.
And
Unblinking stare.
and there are 2 frost giants in there with huge crossbow bolts.
Never
Like-
mind. We're gonna look away.
Wait, are there Cloud Giants?
They're frost giants.
I know, but where are the Cloud Giants?
Off duty.
Just throwing eye contact.
And
I hold up the key like Simba.
you like Simba.
Both
Okay, so with the key held up, the key turns into a, let's see, this is cloud, so it's kind of like a light gray cloud haze that this symbol turns into. And with you getting closer, the frost giants, seeing that symbol, put down their weapons and just take note of how many of you there are.
Hey, we should probably lower the cover of the stealthy cars.
So there are,
We should be able to.
if I can find a pen, it would be wonderful.
Did we ask for a convertible that can't have its top taken down?
You do not.
Well, I wouldn't want any of the farmers in our cart anyways.
So there are technically 5 of you.
Because we will be smuggling people in if we don't let them know there are some extra people in the cars.
Uh,
Is there anyone in the cart though?
the farmers, they're kind of just like hanging wherever
Oh,
they can.
that's a carriage, but I mean, do we have
Ah.
people sitting in the cart or
Yeah.
only the people sitting in front of the cart?
I didn't let no farmers in our cart.
You didn't let any farmers, so whoever isn't in the cart kind of just like wherever like they're sitting on top of the carriage or sitting inside the carriage.
You know, we got a bunch of shit in there. I don't want random farmers in there.
Okay.
I know those bastards.
You don't trust anything that moves. But yeah, you'd be the first to steal everybody's stuff.
What do you expect? They are humans.
That's true.
He has the point. Humans are pretty nasty.
All right. So there are 10 farmers.
Have human.
So there are technically 16 of you right
Like
now.
half of you.
Yep. There are.
Wait, come to think of it, the farmers are mostly dwarves, right?
No, they're all kinds of races. There's humans or gnomes. They're humans, gnomes, dwarves.
What races would we?
He is human.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure.
He's a dirty short lifer.
Yeah, he is human. So,
Man.
so there are 16 of you. They write down a number on their. They bring like a book out. Write down a number. Close it. Wave up their hand with like a go motion.
Just give him a thumbs up.
All right. You guys continue across the bridge.
Yes, we continue.
All right. So with you guys continuing, the portal in front of you, what originally is for like about a human size, expands into this great portal as you get closer and lets you all through.
Okay, so we went to went under a tower with guards.
So you went under a tower, you went over a bridge
into
that
a
was
portal.
stone
To
And then-
grandmother's house we go.
into a portal. And on the portal, it's a little windy. They got some nice like cross breeze. Everything is green. Lots of clouds in the sky. Duh. But while walking in, you see that there's not really any buildings on the ground.
All in the clouds. It's a cloud district.
It's in the cloud.
Well, shit. Who can fly?
Oh shit, we can fly along there.
And
So okay, continue please.
And looking at this area, going through this portal, you guys did not expect. You guys can see for miles. Like you cannot see. You cannot see the end of where this is.
Some like DBZ shit.
So, what are you guys gonna do?
Perception.
Perception. Okay, roll perception.
Oh, it's a wizard. Eight.
8.
It's an 8.
All right. So, looking around, being a dwarf, you're really surprised of like actually where you ended up, because coming from a cave, you're like, this is kind of like leaving my cave, except for going outside. You're not really sure where you are, but you do see there's a beautiful landscape in front of you with trees and grass and some rolling hills, and then lots of clouds in the sky.
And
And windy. Yep.
Cold?
It's a slight breeze. It's probably around like 75 degrees Celsius, Fahrenheit.
It's really over 75 degrees Fahrenheit to
Yeah.
Celsius.
We
I'm
get
gonna
it.
say like 20.
24 degrees.
There we go.
Yeah, that's nice.
So
I
it's not cold
fr-
for once.
So it's nice out. It's just
Nice.
It's a beautiful spring day.
What are we looking for?
I miss the cold.
you're in the
Yeah.
cloud district. You know that. You're not really sure what else to do now, though.
What
What
are
is
the-
our mission?
Eric's just gonna yell out, "Hello, is anyone there?"
Hello.
Yeah, we don't see buildings. Do we see people?
You do not see people.
We'd like to do some shopping.
Shopping.
Do you think it's their day off? What day of the week is it?
They get days off?
They are off
Probably
Monday
not.
to Saturday.
Oh god, I should really write down your guys' passive perceptions.
So it's just like a big open field that we could just see going on forever, and then just clouds in the sky.
Yep.
Okay.
Let me see what. Holy crow, Laura! How is your passive perception a 20?
Hi, that's
Like
am I
holy
saying?
shit!
You see
Why do we
Have you never wondered why I've never bombed a perception check?
Like
Should I
holy
check us
shit!
wear 2 eye patches?
Do you want me to like take some eye
Okay.
damage?
too powerful.
So Laura just kind of like actually instead of looking at her books, she actually looks up
Damn
for
it.
once.
there was something hit my face and I had to look up.
And you see this. To you guys, it's well for you, it's a large shadow coming down from the clouds. It's
Guys,
slo-
look at that.
It's slowly coming down, but it's a large shadow.
The shadow.
I'm gonna point it out to everybody around.
Nah,
Hey, look up, guys. What's that?
Is it a plane?
Superman.
Is it a
What's the
bird?
plane?
No.
Yeah, what's a plane?
It's a. What is it?
Exactly what we're looking for.
you can make a try to make an investigation check, I guess.
The one who can actually see.
Yes, the one who can actually see it.
Dang
Well,
it.
Milani, I would think it's a cloud giant since we're in the cloud district for cloud giants.
Are you sure about that?
That's what I would.
What'd you roll?
I rolled an 11.
11.
The
Alright.
Central Library mentioned nothing about a cloud
Wait, wait.
giant.
Wait, where's my investigation thingy? I rolled a 13.
13. 13 will do. You
I did the thing.
recognize this is the size for you guys to be a like a large ship. I had to bring up my ship. Hold on. Ships in 5E because apparently I can't remember the crap. Here we go. It is the size of a. It would be a size of a keel boat for you guys. No, it is not one of those.
That is ours now. We are taking it from you.
So yeah, it would be a size of a keel boat. Actually, no. Actually, it'd probably be bigger. It'd be a long ship technically. Yeah, it would be a long ship. It would be 70 feet by 20 feet.
Okay.
So it's a pretty big ship.
That's a big boat.
You cannot run from one side to the other within 6 seconds.
So with the ship coming down, you see there's sails on it, kind of like a normal like sail ship, but there's no water in the air whatsoever. And as it approaches and gets closer and closer, it looks like for you guys a long ship, and it's only got about a few giants on it, which are cloud giants, and they speak a different language. Unless does anyone know giant?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, so they speak different language that you guys don't really know. And all of a sudden, one of the giants jumps off the boat with a rope and drives a stake down with one of those like wooden square hammers. And then a couple more stakes are thrown down. The sails are put up. And the giant just looks at you.
Hello?
I'll wink at him.
How do you do?
Kind of just stares at you and like turns his head off to the side, like.
Well, what a rude bastard.
Oh, damn. That escalated quickly.
Oh, we still have our cards with us, right?
Yes.
How long is a long rest?
8 hours.
8 hours. Okay, so if you guys don't mind carrying me for 8 hours, I will learn comprehend language.
He kind of just looks at you, and he looks up to a little bit like fancier clothing than what he's wearing. He's mostly wearing like cloth.
Do
And
you
pants.
speak common?
Oh no.
Don't do that. If a person can speak common, that's speak regular.
He kind of just points at you, and then also points at the captain that has like a hat, you know.
Hey guys, I think the one in the fancy clothes will be able to understand us.
Can I gesture for the gent to take us up to the captain guy? I'm just like circle my arms around the group and then just point directly up to the sky.
We have a megaphone on the card.
Oh, that's true. We could just have somebody yell at him, I guess.
Hi. Hi.
Joe ass back here.
The crew member kind of just looks at you and then like climbs back onto the boat, and the captain giant like leaning over. He's like, what do you guys here for? Small things.
Hopping. I need
trying
more
to
books.
We're here on a mission for the queen, your queen.
We don't have a queen.
Well, who the hell did we talk to back then? Who was that woman?
We have a circle of leaders.
Talk to one of the girls.
There was this lady
I
with
recognize that somewhere.
very colorful crown, with many elements on it. Well, color of elements.
And we are here for shopping.
Well. Are you looking for passage?
Are we looking for passage, guys?
We kind of need a passage to go to places here, right?
Well, I sure as can't fly up there, so.
Yeah, we're looking for passage.
Yes, we will take passage.
Well, take 16 passages, please. 16 people, right?
I think should we just take Woodwee with us and leave the other ones here?
Yeah.
But
I
we
would.
like
We
Woodwee,
want to do
right?
that.
Hey.
Allowed in this district?
Yeah, we asked. Is this guy allowed in this district?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
I'm gonna just
Wait.
nervously laugh.
He takes out a book and like starts like looking through it. Like you this is like a book for a giant, so you can see the pages flop by, and it's just pictures of faces.
Oh.
And it says, "Nope, no one look like him. Good to go."
Good.
Awesome.
Thank you, sir.
Well, well, there is a fee for our services.
Mm.
What is your fee?
Uh, let's see, how many of you?
It's gonna be 6.
You're not
Well,
bringing the.
farmers here.
They're just gonna hang out with the carts in like a big open field next to a wall for.
We should
He-
probably-
Well, we're tiny, so you're only gonna charge us half price, right?
He bangs. He takes his sword and like kind of like bangs it against the wall of the ship, and all of a sudden you see a door open, like a bridge door open from where the guy was standing, and it opens kind of like right in front of you guys, and it's actually a ramp that can go into the belly of the ship, and there's another cloud giant standing there. And he says, "Well, we can take your carts with you if you would like."
I just need one.
Well,
I think you can take all of them if it's gonna fit, 'cause it's a giant ship.
well, if you would like everyone, it will be 200 per person.
Holy shit! I'm not
200
paying
what?
that.
200 gold.
I try to persuade him to make it less.
You could try.
That was not encouraging.
What if it wasn't meant to be encouraging?
Wasn't, but I really wanted it to be. How much for us, sir?
Everyone, we get all kinds of races here. It's the same for everyone.
Quite smaller than the other races you have up
Yeah.
there, I'm sure.
What if we just send one person up there?
Is there any way we could get it cheaper?
I'm sorry, miss. This is our price.
I rolled a 21. Okay.
Well,
But
can
we're doing
totally
work for your
afford it.
leaders. Are you really gonna charge us?
I don't make the rules.
Oh my god.
Mm.
We really should have gotten like a
To a new district.
written document
Yeah.
from that chick or something.
Well, if you want passage to the Cloud District, that's the fee. So,
Can you tell us the direction
2.
to the Cloud District?
Points up.
He kind of like at the brim of his hat, kind of like pushes it up and just looks up. This is is it obvious?
We can walk that,
Yes,
right,
but we
guys?
want to know the approximate distance.
Let's see here.
The approximate distance. What are you gonna do?
Walk
Still the
there.
catapult?
It's probably about 10 miles.
10 miles up,
10 miles up.
so like 16 kilometers up.
Sure, whatever that conversion rate is.
Wow, that's going to be a long walk.
So, sir, do you bring everyone that comes to Cloud District up there, or how do those people get up?
Well, if you're a cloud giant, you have special permission from the Cloud District for free passage, since you live here. All other guests,
They have to take your
Hey.
boat too, though?
well, there's other ships, but they're all the same price.
Geez, with these prices, we might as well buy the damn boat.
Haha.
Get a lot of visitors?
Surprisingly, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, we should just buy a boat and do undercut them at 150 gold.
Yeah, let's just stay here and start a rival
build our own-
business.
We'll build our own boat with cocaine and hookers.
Yeah.
But no blackjack.
And we will charge half
blackjack.
less than you do, so you're gonna go out of business.
Well,
So you better give us passage.
for this old beauty, and he starts patting the side of the wall of the ship. He says, "Well, this had cost me 1,000,000 gold."
Million gold.
Well, what'd you do before you had that?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, 1,000,000 gold, 5,000 passengers.
We used weird methods. They're ancient.
Not illegal.
They're long gone. The magic is gone. Now we use these.
Can you
I'm
show us?
I'm a pretty open guy.
Show us how you did it before.
I'm not a magic user.
Come on, you had to have done it yourself somehow.
I had people who can do the magic. I didn't control it.
Can you introduce us to said people?
They're long gone.
Convenient.
Not with the archaeology somewhere.
That was over 400 years ago.
Let's just blow this popsicle stand and go on an adventure Skyrim style.
Oh yeah, let's just walk very close to the mountain, start jumping.
Well, we
Take
we
the horse
completely
down.
ditched out on Wilbor's quest.
As a child, there's no quest anymore.
He needs to find that box though.
Yeah, I kind of miss my family now.
Oh no.
We're trying to help your family.
Well, and he looks at the sun in the sky and says, "Well, gotta get on schedule here. So you guys coming or not?
When will the next boat be here?
An hour."
Okay, then yeah, let's
We can
think
shop
of
for an
something.
hour.
Okay, well, catch the next one.
Alright. He sends down his the mate that is outside the little bridge there, tacks off all the, or brings up all the stakes that they brought stake down, put them, threw them back on the ship. He goes back onto the ramp and pulls a rope that pulls that ramp up. Sails are fully going and they fly back up.
Okay,
By
when
me,
they
man.
were- How high up were they flying when they were talking to us?
They were touching the ground.
Okay, so how do we smuggle ourselves in 1 hour later?
Well, we can't see inside the cart because of the cover.
So one
Let's
person
just
plus
put a
the
sign on
cart?
our cart that says free cart, and the next boat will just pick us up.
Should we try?
Let's do that.
Okay.
No, we have a bunch of shit in that cart.
Well, we're
We-
gonna hide
we are
inside of
gonna
it.
be in the-
Hello.
They're gonna look inside it though.
Eh.
They will see one bag of holding.
Yeah.
What if like two people pretend to be in a fight? We can have like the farmers pretend to sneak in or something.
We can just let them pretend to be barrels.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's either that way.
We could
Boxes.
we could fight the guys.
Or we can go to a different district first.
Yeah, fuck these guys. Let's go to one where we can walk around. You don't gotta pay $200 to get in.
Okay, let's take a
Fuck
look at the
this
map
shit.
again. There's a cloud district, there's
Well, you have to think about it. A gold piece to you is like a coin, but to a giant, it's like a piece of glitter.
yeah, but going to Switzerland doesn't make me richer. It makes me poor.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Do we really want to go to
Um,
cloud district?
We need to find a way to
Yes.
make our gold coin giant, because somehow that makes a difference. Let's just give him a big rock and paint her gold.
Yeah, the
Does anyone have the enlarge spell?
I don't. Come on, guys. Wait, come
Sorry.
on. Please.
I only have minor illusion. I don't have major illusion.
Same here.
I can't
Me
say anything.
too.
It's not here yet, right?
Right.
What?
Well, hopefully you're not in this district because we're leaving.
You don't know where he is.
We don't even know he exists or not.
You do not know he exists.
I know. I'm just saying. I hope you weren't planning on bringing him in this district. 'Cause we're leaving.
Okay, is it safe to cast the potion on those people?
Do we see anything else around here?
Make a perception check.
Nora, please.
Well-
Laura is looking at the
Well, you were asking, so you have to roll perception.
Asking for other people.
You can't roll for someone else.
I don't want to use my perception. Let's use yours.
I would like to look around.
You're
See
gonna,
what
you're,
I
go-
can see.
you're gonna look
Everyone
around.
is just, can you please find something?
Let's see.
I rolled a 10.
Wow.
I saw some fucking clouds.
All right. So, Laura looking around somewhere rather than in the sky
I
or in her
rolled-
books.
I rolled a 1.
Did you really roll one?
I rolled a 1.
She looked around in the sky and went straight back to her book. And was
Sorry,
like,
guys.
Shit.
because you guys decided that you weren't going to take the boat, so she decided to start reading again.
Mm.
Do you guys think there's stairs we can take or something?
yeah, do we see any wolves or anything?
Like
Then
wolves?
why don't you
wolf or
radio in
something.
the lady?
Can we take a hot air balloon?
Oh no, like you sent that message to me once when I was in the
Mm-hmm.
inn.
Yeah.
The lady?
Yeah,
It
we would have to
doesn't-
go all the way back.
And also, I'm pretty sure that whatever that was doesn't go 10 miles.
Mm, yeah, that could be an issue.
So what you guys gonna do?
So do we see any sort of mountains or anything?
So there are rolling hills, grass, there's trees, no mountains.
So why don't we kind of wait? So why is there what's something called the peasant district out there when they could have been here instead? not like anyone's using the ground here, right?
You do not know. You can't see past a certain point.
Should we go to that certain point?
It will be about a day's trip.
This is a lot of empty spaces.
So these giants are pretty huge, right?
Yes. Cloud giants are, I believe, 30 feet tall.
Oh.
We discussed this earlier. Ellie, you still have the chart.
Oh yeah. We were talking about
Was it like 30 feet they are?
Let's find it.
So they're big motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Storm giants. So they're 26.
There we go. No, they're cloud giants.
Oh, I
I think
just
they're
found
a bit bigger.
24.
Cloud giants are smaller. Wow. Okay, there you go.
Why are they cloud giants anyway? It's not like we can fly or anything.
Alright.
In the
Somebody hop on
clouds.
my shoulders, give me a coat, and we'll pretend to be a giant.
Oh, can
Would
we?
that-
The little rascals.
Let's give that a try.
Would it be a
Does anyone
minor
have a
or
fucking
major
disguise kit?
illusion?
I have disguise kit.
Yeah, let's just like combine our disguise kits.
Would it be a minor or major illusion to disguise our group as giants?
It would be, well, a minor illusion does not move. A major illusion might move,
Okay. Just
but it's kind of like more like something that like does one motion. That's it. Like waving is like one motion. I believe that's how major image does.
that's not gonna do it.
I mean, you can use prestidigitation to make your skin blue.
I do have the suggestion spell,
Me too. Ooh. Double suggestion.
Really suggest.
like super suggest.
All right. So while you guys are figuring this out, behind you, you hear two cloud giants, dressed in like a tunic and nice, like basically noble wear, and the other one is dressed in a dress, long gown. The colors are white and silver, and they're just talking to each other in a language you don't understand. And they walk past you guys, and probably go for about another 200 feet, and then disappear. And all you see is a slight mist in the air that floats up.
Huh. Investigate.
This would be more like a Arcana check.
Then it would be a 15.
15 Arcana check. So this is a ability that only Cloud Giants know. Some Cloud Giants know, depending how old they are. And they can actually turn themselves into a mist cloud and fly.
Shenanigans.
That fucking guy in the boat lied to us. He said they were all dead.
Wow.
Where's Dick?
But
Not even 200
Or-
gold to get up there.
Or maybe
But
those
as you
were
know-
100 years so.
This is a magic that is very, very old.
Did we just see ghosts?
Or very old people. How long do giants live for?
It's a good question. You don't know?
And of course, I read nothing about it in the central library.
So, what you guys gonna do? You gonna wait around for an hour for the next boat, or gonna walk around on the ground?
We don't even use gold for anything, but that doesn't mean I want to spend it.
A lot of gold too. You
Was
should
it
have
so much
bartered
for
with
all of
me.
us? Or per person?
It's 200 gold per person.
Do
Shit.
we have to bring Woodwee? Actually, Woodwee.
I don't think we're
Hey,
getting
Woodwee.
paid that much for this job. That's the thing.
Exactly. Woodwee, how much gold do you have on you?
Convince me to pay my
Let's sell Woodwee to them.
Hey, could we go back to the queen or whatever and tell her that we can't get up there and like see if we can?
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
He
Let's go back.
he kind of like counts. He's like, I probably have enough for me and 2 farmers to go up.
A
You
farmer.
really-
Take,
Laura,
you
you're a
wouldn't take the
farmer.
goddamn farmers. I'm not paying for them. Seems perfectly safe right here for them to stay. Or then go and hang out in the tower.
What if we come back and one went missing, but the rest refuse to tell us where that person is?
We book it out of the city once we leave here. Naked. Like what we did. Ow.
So while you guys are just talking for a good another 10 minutes, you do see another cloud that just comes down about the same spot that the other 2 disappeared at, and comes apart, and appears as a cloud giant. And this one, he's actually got like a staff and got some nice like, not plate, but it's like scale mail, I guess. Armor. Looks a little bit older. And just walks towards you guys.
I somehow feel that the DM is trying to babysit us into certain situation. So eventually there will be a cloud giant coming down with the sign saying, "Talk to me, I teach magic for free."
He kind of just glances at you guys and walks past and goes through the portal behind you.
Hey
Oh,
guys,
but-
look, a
but-
portal. Let's walk into it.
He walked in through the portal that we just came through.
I know. I'm so sick of this place. Can we leave?
Is there anyone else on the boat?
The boat left. You guys
The
decided
boat
not to
will
take
be
it, so they
here.
left.
Well, wait, how'd that guy get down here?
He's a cloud giant. He has a magic ability.
Oh, I thought you said another boat was coming down.
No.
And we got off it. I was like,
No. He used his magic cloud giant ability.
ah.
Let's go talk to the queen.
Yay!
We go talk to the queen.
So the queen is a day travel.
Okay.
We have 3 days to use, right?
That's worth 200 gold for me. Let's go.
You guys gonna leave the cloud district?
Or do you guys want to wait the hour and try to convince them to let us on for less?
I mean, I think we should go and try and find all the other shit we need. And if we
Yeah,
have
we
to
can-
come back to the Cloud District, we can.
Yeah, sure. We can talk to the queen while we're at it too.
So
Take
what
those
are
assholes in the Cloud District. Not let us.
So what things do we need that is not in the cloud district?
I mean, I don't know where any of this shit is. I mean, I'm guessing the fertilizer and seeds in the stone giant one or the hill giant, whichever one has the corn and food.
Can't we just go talk to a farmer and get that shit?
What farmer? The ones we
Any
have?
farmer. They have farmers, right? Here.
Yeah, that's what I think where all the farms are. That's what it looks like on the map.
Okay.
Like, top.
Go down to the portal. I'm going back.
Alright, going back through the portal. And you guys turn around the carts and we'll go through the portal. And with that, you guys slowly go through the portal and end up on the bridge. Crossing the bridge, the giant in the tower that saw you before looks at his ledger, counts of how many you are, counts the total, crosses that off. Kind of like gives you guys a wave on to keep going.
Didn't even ask why we went in there for exactly
No.
30 minutes.
Yeah, we just went in there, stood there for a minute, came out.
No.
Okay. So let's go to the one with the food.
The one with the food is the... You want to go to the stone giant one. Woodley is like... It's 2 bridges over. And he kind of like looks at the road that you guys... There's a road drawn out on the map. And he like points to the road. It's actually a cobblestone road. And he says it's about a 2-day journey.
What?
Yeah, it
Oh.
took it took a day just to get from the main part to over here.
Well, shit.
Hope you guys got enough rations.
Well, we don't have enough rations for farmers for sure.
I'm sure they have their own stuff. Farmers always keep food.
Are goblins edible?
He kind of like looks at you and he's like, no.
Is it because they are not delicious or because they are poisonous?
I wouldn't eat a goblin if it was the last thing to eat on Earth.
Or if it's the second last thing?
Still wouldn't eat it. So,
How comes I don't have a more nest summon chickens instead?
he kind of like waves on it. He's like, well, we going?
Yeah. What kind of like land is around here then? If it's 2 days travel, is it like foresty?
It's actually a cavern.
Yeah,
It's a very large cavern, like dug by giants,
okay.
made to
Okay, we-
basically keep people, if they need to go district, to keep them in a safe way.
Say we could have would we hunt for food for us, but I guess that's out of the question.
You guys didn't look anywhere, so
I am blind. You forget that.
yes, you are.
I give myself disadvantage on everything for the lore.
Well, would we kind of says, well, we're going to the stone giant districts. We might as well go this way. Start ahead.
Shit, I thought it was gonna be like a 30-minute walk.
Oh no.
Why is everything so far apart?
You have to think how fast a giant walks.
I mean, it can't be that much faster.
They're pretty fast.
But like a cloud giant stride is probably They walk 4 times faster than us, basically.
yeah.
Wow.
So for them, it would be like a half a day journey.
Still pretty far.
I think I can use this time to learn language comprehension.
So you guys gonna spend the 2 days traveling?
Does everyone think? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, do we really have a choice?
I guess not. I mean, we could always go to like the one that's like north, the storm giant one.
All right, so that'd be like maybe like a 3/4 day journey.
Yeah, and then we can go south to.
So,
Frostbite.
the quickest way to read the map is that everywhere from the central castle inside the cavern, it's a day away from there, each district. Then each district alone from each other is a day of travel.
1, 2, 4. So it took us 4 days to get to Kansas.
And when do we have to get back to the queen?
Well, if you go around, it would be taking you 4 days. But if you went through the middle, it would be 2 days. So it'd be 1 day back to the castle and then 1 day.
You said we had 3 days, right?
Yes, 3 days.
And it's already been a day.
You guys are still working on your first day.
Should we send one person to Cloud District?
I don't see why we couldn't.
Then just have that person do what that person can do and come back and
We wouldn't be able to get into any of the districts.
You guys
Yeah,
want
but
to
we
try to
do
use
save
suggestion
those.
on the next boat?
Yes, double suggestion on the
Let's
boat.
try it. And if
Okay,
it
but
doesn't work, then we'll
to
take
use
the turn.
suggestion, we need good excuse.
Well, I have a item that gives me an advantage on the throw.
No, but I mean that we have to tell them, we have to suggest something, right?
Suggest to let us on the goddamn boat.
Okay.
We're traveling for free, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I
Per your
suggest you let us
counsel.
on the boat because we need to do some stuff up here for the alliance.
We're doing charity work. We're a non-profit charity, and we have no profits, so we can't pay the fee.
I'm pretty sure that's not how
No.
the profit
That's
works.
why we're going. That's our cover story. Let's go.
Okay.
Alright, we're going back into the cloud district. Like,
Are
nope,
we
fuck
sure?
that.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are going back into the Cloud District.
Hold up the
You hold up the stone again. Frost Giant kind of like looks at you guys again with like weird eye and writes down the number again. Unless you guys through.
You guys just want to keep going like in and out. See when this guy cracks.
The next hour while we're waiting.
I forgot my charger.
We all had to come out because we can't leave anyone in.
So while you guys are getting checked out by the Frost Giant, there are a couple other giants walking towards the gate.
Gonna ask the giants to take us up with them if they're not on the boat.
Now that they're a mixture of like there's a stone giant in there, there's a fire giant, and there's 2 cloud giants.
Are they going back to the same spot that's just gonna miss them up to the top? Because if so, I'm gonna ask them to take us with.
They just all walk by you guys and kind of hold up their stones. They each have a stone. They kind of just hold it up and walk through the portal. It's across the bridge. Kind of like walk past you guys.
Hey, we have a stone.
And follow them. Guys! Let's go over here!
They kind of just keep on talking among themselves through the portal. You guys going through the portal too? Since you got that, okay. Okay, so you guys go through the portal. They kind of like stop. They're chatting and seems to be waiting for this boat.
go to the Cloud District.
And they're
You
just
guys are gonna have to seduce the captain.
Okay,
The size of his pinky.
Does anyone want to ask them whether they've been to the Cloud District often?
We should do that.
Who you gonna ask? You just gonna ask those giants?
Sure.
Is that what you're asking? If you guys
We've been to the Cloud District very often. Oh wait, of course you have.
they're talking to among each themselves, and you know, language you
Yeah, I
guys don't.
speak giant.
I don't think they see us.
And
Can I like toss a fireball to get their attention?
Fireball is kind of
Bad
Wow.
idea.
hold on, because apparently someone rolled. So I said a stone giant
A fire giant.
and a fire. So
I
that
think the fireball isn't gonna do anything to the fire guy, but
perception. All right, so the fire giant just looks over. See, you guys are like on the ground, and they're like, kind of like holds up his finger to whoever's talking at the time, and kind of like points down. And they kind of all like kneel for you guys to get on like one knee to get closer to the ground. And
Oh, nice.
the fire giant's like, well, what are you guys doing here?
We're trying to get passage to the Cloud District.
Well, this is the right place. Take the boat.
Just they take us with them.
I don't suppose you could take us with you, could you?
Well, you gotta pay your own fee.
Well,
how much do you pay? How much is the
you
fee?
see,
That's, let's say, for them, it's free, of course. But for us two, he kind of points to the stone giant, and he's like, it's 150.
those goddamn racists overcharged us.
Well, are you a citizen of any of the districts?
We have a key.
Let me look at this key.
How the fuck do you think we got in here? It's
Well-
not like we killed those guys out there.
Well, I gotta see if it's a visitor pass or not.
I hold up the key.
It's like, just looks at it, says, yeah, that's a visitor's one.
So someone spent 30 years to build a citizen visitor's pass.
For $50 discount.
Oh, it's specially designed for not to be soul bound to the person.
Why wouldn't you all just do that then? If it's easier to make this.
Oh, this is what keeps our district safe. Isn't that right? And he kind of like nudges the stone giant. He's like, stone giant's like, haha.
Okay, weirdo.
Says, well, I can probably get you the price of ours.
Oh, we would appreciate that.
Well, are you gonna be willing to pay it?
We can pay that, right?
Let's leave all the farmers here.
Yes, I'm not paying for
We could
fucking
just-
farmers to go up there.
I don't know. Put Woodley here into indentured servitude for a couple weeks or something.
Wait, we can probably pay for 4 people now.
He said he could
Yeah.
pay for him and 2 farmers.
That's with the 200, but with 150, probably one more.
Well, we definitely look like farmers, so that won't be a problem.
Well,
If
if
he
it's
looks fully armored with mace and shit.
Woodway kind of chimes in. He's like, "We're still bringing at least 2 farmers with us.
why?
I got some business here."
All right. Well, I don't know you if you end up naked again.
It's not gonna happen again. He kind of just like
Good
looks
deal.
down on the ground. Says, "Well, I'll pay for my 2 farmers and myself."
It's fine. Waste your own money.
If the farmers know that they got paid 10 gold each, right?
Not yet.
If they know this trip is going up 15 times, they're probably going to not go.
Well, he kind of like Woodway kind of just leaves where you guys are talking and talks to all the farmers, see who's gonna go. You just see like some talking amongst them. So the fire giant, it's like, "Well, all right." So he kind of like looks up in the sky and then talks to the cloud giants and giant, and they kind of respond back and says, "Well, the ship will be here in about, they're saying about 20 minutes." And normally, they're pretty right.
Okay, if we waste the entire session waiting here, I'm pretty sure we can get down to 100 gold. But should we be doing that?
Yes.
I want it free. We're tiny. We don't even take gas. Like, please. Put us in a hat or something.
Ah,
Yeah, how if they adopt us as pets? Pets are free pass.
we do not have slaves in the city, I'm sorry.
These are not slaves.
We do not have slaves at all.
Pets?
Are not slaves.
You are not pets. Humanoids are never pets.
Wait a second.
Meow.
What if I want to be a pet?
Can you just like put us in your pocket? We'll pay
He
you.
he kind of looks in his pocket. It's like, "I don't think you're gonna fit."
That's fine.
We're like
I bet
up,
we can.
we're like up to like the middle of their thigh, probably.
Can I
They're 18
ride in one of your
feet.
pockets? Like, you've got like a jacket on, right? You have an inside pocket.
Well, not really. I have a hammer.
A hat?
A hammer?
I have a hammer, and
Hollow?
no, unfortunately not.
A pocket on it?
No.
How does this hammer help us?
Well, if you want to wait, I can get you the deal. If not, guess you're not getting to the Cloud District.
Okay.
Uh.
I mean,
Let's just pay the fucking gold.
Yeah, let's
Alright.
just take a fucking gold.
These guys are assholes.
Giants, why?
Now let's go to
But fuck they.
small size race in the future. Then everything will be like too simple.
Oh, the other races must hate them. Think you want to go see your friend's house and you gotta pay fucking 200 gold every time? Or 150? Damn, man.
Well,
Your house.
you have to think of the size of the coin. To them, it's a speck.
Tell them we'll give. We want to tell the Giants we'll give them our gold for their gold. 150 for 150. You
They
have the little speck ones. Give us your big gold.
they kind of just take out their coin pouch, and they take out the handful, and literally it's a bunch of copper, and you see like a couple silver in there and a couple gold, and it's literally the size of your coins.
What? Like their coins are the size of my coins?
You're the size. Yep, they're the same size.
Oh, they're the size of me?
No. Like the coins you have, they are the same size.
Okay.
But for them, they value they think more is their value.
What?
So they are Australia.
Oh.
It looks like this guy is not even gonna have 150 gold to be able to pay for that. He's got copper and silver. You guys are broke.
And so, while you guys are arguing about money to the fire giant and comparing money, the ship shows up. And this time it's a different ship. It's the size of maybe a humanoid galleon. To you guys, it'd be like on the sea, a galleon. And again, a couple of the workers jump back down, stake it down, sails come down. There's a bridge that comes out again, but automatically at the bottom. And a guy comes out, and he's like, in giant, he talks to and the fire giant is like, all right, stick with me. Who's coming in?
Guess I start following him.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, and how many of your carts you bring in?
Do they charge
An extra
for
fee
the
for
car?
carts.
Well, no, I just need to know because
We'll
you just
bring our cart.
bring
All except one, probably.
you bring
Oh,
two
we can
carts.
Or we can have the farmers just stand here. Okay, so are we going to let the farmers sit or stand while we are done?
Well,
Um,
while you guys been talking, like they kind of like made their own little like off to the side, talking, sitting on the ground, laying on the ground.
Yeah, they could just sit there. Wait.
They're kind of like using the carriage because since some of you are using it, they kind of just used it as their own kind of thing.
I imagine them as the citizens in Age of Empire.
Yeah, kind of.
So when they're idle, they literally just stand there for 400 years.
Yeah, pretty much. They just like sit, stand, do their own thing until told by would we?
Alright. So we got our group and Woodwee and 2 farmers going on with 2 carts.
So you guys are
Like
2
you
carts?
guys.
2 carts. Okay. So fire
Yeah.
giant's like, stick with me, and so the stone giant pays his way and is fair into it, and the fire giant is just talking to the guy, and it's like they're talking back and forth for a good like solid minute until the fire giant takes out the stuff, pays him, and then turns around and says, all right, so how many of you are going to be going?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
Well, Woodley is going to pay his way with two.
Yes,
two
I included those.
Woodley pays his share, which is 450. So it's 5 left. You owe 750 gold.
I took up 150.
I give him 1,500 silver.
15,
Go.
Wait, what?
1,500 silver. Wow.
That equals 150 gold.
It does.
So should I take out?
I mean, just do it with copper at this point. Like, go all the way.
15,000 copper.
That's 15,000 copper. I don't have
Yeah,
that much.
just stand there and start counting it out.
I
He
don't have that much copper.
he looks at your silver and like
Are you sure you don't want to give us a discount? We only carry copper.
he takes out a basically a chart and kind of like a pencil for him. He like takes out all your silver and basically starts counting it real fast across this box, and he's like, all right, good. And then there's a little slot at the end of this box, and he put his pouch there and pours it all into his pouch. And
I
he's
hope
like,
that in real life.
he's like, you're good.
Thanks, mate.
Ellie, you trying to speak? Can't hear you. Oh,
Ellie, come back. Oh,
Hello?
there we go.
hello.
There we go. Can I do an insight check to see if that's a fair price?
Yeah, go ahead.
20, not nat.
20 not net.
Yeah, 18 plus 2.
Yeah, it's a fair price.
Alright, I pay 150.
All right. Pay the 150. So far we got 3 of the 5. Who hasn't paid yet?
I paid the cat.
You okay? You pay the 150. Laura.
Yes, I'll pay the 150.
The one who convinced someone, a poor orc, some
Did
500,
you tell me?
some
It's his
gems.
fault. He shouldn't have been silly. That was a long time ago. I forgot about that.
Holy
Laura is
crap.
no longer used to paying fair price.
Yeah, I know, right?
I have too much money, but I don't want it. There, I took the 150 gold away.
Yeah, all right. So you guys all paid, and he counts off you and lets your carts go up, and the fire giant pays his way. You know, he has a mix of like copper, silver, gold, and you know, of course, the guy counts it all out. Gives him whatever it's like.
Count it if it's glitter dust.
Pretty much. It's like counting pills, basically, for him.
Those are tiny pills.
30% of my entire savings.
Ouch.
I only had 510.
I'm gonna slip Ellie like 500 gold.
Oh no, you don't know that I'm that poor.
I'm gonna slip Ellie 500 gold.
Jesus, how much gold do you have?
Too fucking much.
Dude, she convinced so many people that like the stupidest object was
Yeah,
like
I-
worth a
I've-
shit ton of gold, and somehow
You
proved
did
it.
Oh Laura,
There you
really?
go. Yeah, I negative the 500 gold, so it has to go somewhere.
What? Thank you.
So, you guys all get on the boat. The fire giant is the last one. Follows you guys behind into the little drawbridge there, and the guy who's getting all the money packs up the stuff and goes onto the boat too, and also puts the bridge back up. You can guys actually feel a little rocking since they are lifting up the spikes, and the guy who took your gold basically gestures that you go up the stairs.
Okay.
And the fire giant kind of like ducks down a little bit and says, "Well, if you want to leave your cart down here, you can go up to the top. Enjoy the view." So it looks like a normal galleon to you guys, except for the spots where the stairs are just wider for giant size. and the levels are also taller for giant size. So there's probably like what, 2 floors or 3 floors? No, Galleon has what, 6 floors, so it's probably now like 4 floors. So it's kind of like laid out just for giants, and he goes up to the top, and it's a little dark under there. So like all you see is his like little bit of his like fiery, his hammer that glows fire, and some of his clothes and some of his hair. And they just follow the other cloud giants up there, and they're just talking in giant again. So, are you guys going to go up? You guys going to stay down there?
Is there a map for Cloud District?
There is the map on the thing.
I look at the thing.
So basically, how that is laid out is basically it's on clouds. So you guys basically take the time to go up. Boat ascends, and are you guys on the top deck of this ship, or gonna be below deck?
I'm gonna go up top,
All right.
taking the view.
Alright, so whoever is on top deck, as the boat ascends, you get higher and higher, of course, and you can see way more than you did on the ground. Those rolling hills still extend, and you can see probably at least 50 or 100 miles out. You can see like small specks of make a perception check, actually.
Wow.
I rolled a 1.
Don't just look around from now on. Don't look
I got
I'm not gonna
18.
roll anymore.
18. Because Surveillance is
6.
6. Is Nalani doing anything?
14.
14. Alright. So, Raylan is the only one who sees this in the far distance, that those little specks are actually small buildings.
I pull out my spyglass and look at them.
So you see they're wooden building, like log cabins. You see some cloud giants are in them, coming in out of around it. You also see sometimes there's like 1 acre of land for farming next to it, with some crops growing. But you see these specks, like a lot of them in the distance. They're very spread out, but they're around.
More farmers.
You also see like some of them are just, they look around talking to each other, and then like you see one that like kind of like disappears into that mist form and goes up.
I turn to everyone. I'm like, son of a bitch, there was fucking people down there the entire time.
You can probably guesstimate that it would have taken you about 3-day journey to get out there,
Jesus.
to meet the first house. Also, you do know that there is no limit to this land. You cannot see the end of this.
That's scary.
So,
Where exactly is this place?
while ascending, guys get up on top of the clouds, and while going through the clouds, you kind of like, you see like some cloud matter, like kind of like lays on the boat a little bit while you guys go through it. And while doing that, there are cloud giants hanging over the ledge, basically rebuilding the clouds. waving their hands and saying some words in giant. And you see these like fog clouds basically form in the space where the boat basically went up. With that, you guys go up, pass through the cloud, and then basically sit. And the boat looks like it was about to float through the clouds again, but it just sits on top of a cloud. And he says, "We're here." The guy who's basically driving.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Basically, the sails drop. There's like one rope gets thrown over, gets tied to basically it's like a floating stake. It's actually a dock, but it's like a floating stake. And there's a dock there, and there's a lower part for another bridge on the other side to, when it drops, you can just roll your cart out, and there's also a plank on the top floor where you can just walk on the deck. And the guy with the gold kind of like puts up some rope on the plank that goes up there, and there's another guy where the bridge came down there, kind of puts up a little rope. And the fire giant is like, "Well, this is where we get off. Hope you guys have a great day." And kind of just follows his cloud giant friends with his stone giant friend off the boat, onto the dock, and walks into town.
Like on the clouds.
So there's a dock made out of wood that's floating on the cloud, and the dock kind of just ends with a cloud there, and he's just walking on the cloud.
What was your name before we leave here, kind sir?
Gonna have to make me look it up. Hold on. Abir.
Amir, maybe we'll run into you in the Stone District.
Maybe so. And it's this stone giant friend just like kind of like whispers to him in giant. I guess continue off into the distance. So, are you guys going off the ship? Chilling on the ship? Woodwee is always on the dock with his two farmers. Basically, they're kind of able to fit on his direwolf.
Little side saddle.
Kind of. They're like behind him, but like the last one on is like kind of hanging like almost off.
Yeah, I guess we should just go. Start making our way, and hopefully we don't just plummet to our deaths.
Alright.
Watch your step.
Alright. So you guys brought 2 carts with you, right?
Yep.
Alright. So you guys, who is driving the cart? No one's driving the cart.
The cart is driving itself. The horses are following.
You're gonna have the horses follow.
I'll sit on the cart.
Okay. Who's the other person driving the cart?
We'll have one of the farmers do it, the uncomfortable one in the back of the horse.
Alright. So the farmer gets off and goes to the other cart.
Hey, you be useful. Go fucking drive that cart.
Ooh, my dice literally just jumped out of the dice roll tray. I don't know where it went either. So, he makes his, and he's just gonna drive his cart. He's like driving it as a professional. So
Right, big boy.
so he's driving this Yeah. So what are you guys? Where are you guys going to?
It's wherever the dock leads to.
So the dock leads to basically. It's kind of like formed in the cloud. It kind of looks like it's like a road, but made out of cloud. That makes any
Do you
sense?
see anybody interesting in the docks?
There's a few like cloud giants.
That's it?
Like they're kind of like it's more like the sailors that got off the ship and like tying
Any,
everything down and holding the
I
rope.
don't know, humans walking around?
Not near the dock.
Man.
So, and then if you look in the distance from where the dock is, the cloud that looks like the road actually turns into a stone road floating on top of this cloud. And in the distance, you guys see there are stone buildings all over on this giant, massive cloud that you have no idea how this is working, but it's up here.
Like how this sturdy, I assume.
It is kind of sturdy. It's pretty sturdy. Like you can, it feels like you're on the ground.
Magic. There's witches afoot. Everyone watch out.
So, what you guys doing?
Should we shop first or shop after? Is there a shopping place?
Do you think they sell cotton candy here?
Ah,
Or is it just clouds?
You can taste it.
True. I taste the cloud.
Do you pick up a handful of it, or do you just like stuff your face into?
Pick up a handful and I stuff my face.
You put it in your mouth and kind of it feels like water vapor.
Tastes like rain. Okay. What are we doing next?
you guys just walking into like that part of the town, seeing where this like little road takes us.
All right.
Sweet.
So you guys walk around on this road, and the farmer's still not sure like how this works. He's just trying to drive this cart, and
In a sense,
It's a farmer that can't drive a cart.
well, he's not really sure how to drive on clouds.
Understandable.
And then once he hits the stone, he's fine. And Woodweek continues in front of him. And then Wilwar, you pull your cart behind him. Do an animal handling check for me.
Eight.
An 8. With the horses, they're not really sure, and they're starting to like spread apart, and like not sure what is happening because they are standing on a cloud.
Should have the druid take a look. Eliwick, what's going on with the horses? They're acting all funky.
No horse stuff. Can I do something here?
Yeah. I guess it would. I guess it would be animal handling.
So you want me to roll animal handling?
Yeah. 13. Okay. You you definitely know that like these horses are like kind of like spooked because they're first time kind of like standing on a cloud, like anyone would be. You're, so with that, you're like you realize this and you start like calming them down and getting them to walk straight.
Okay. And I spend extra time with horse number 4.
Okay. So you guys continue walking and reaching this stone road. You guys are passing like one building on the left made out of stone. It's individual bricks is that they're using, and they're different shades of gray. The roof is actually a reddish pink slate on a triangle form. And the doors open and there's people talking inside, and it looks like there's some kind of tables and chairs in there. People kind of like cheering and singing. You go a bit further up. There's another building on your left and right, and they're a little bit smaller and more squarish. They're more like a cottage. So there are actually houses. And more you get into town, there's more cottages. There's some shops that look like cottages, but they actually have a sign outside what they are. So, where are you guys going? Silence is the best answer, guys.
Honestly,
Well, do we know where we're going? I mean, what does the map say? What are we looking for?
looking for a forge and an
Alright,
alliance.
well, we head to the smithy, I guess. If there is one. Or we look for it.
The map we got.
So,
Then,
do you guys remember where to get everything?
Nope.
No. Nope, you don't. Okay. So you're looking for a storm giant ranger named Mekras. You're looking for a new priest for Ered. Ridga is looking for new items to sell in her shop. She says that the Cloud Giant can provide some stocks. Woodwee is hunting. He found the guards, the farmers, and he said that Fire Giants can make the weapons for them. And they can be trained by a man called Sender, which is a frost giant. And then the farmers in the area are needing new fertilizer and seed, which you can get at the Stone Giants. Might have what you need. So that's what your guys are looking for.
So we gotta go to
Grocery shopping
the
list
places.
everywhere.
So we have to go to every single place but the peasant place.
Yep. Oh, stone. You're getting the forge. Did you get the forge? Oh, so you want the forge is from the fire giant? No, the forge belongs to a storm giant. You're looking for Mukras, who is a storm giant. There you go. for the smithy. All right. So, you're looking for items to sell in the general shop, preferably magical items,
Do we
or
see a magic
or
shop?
materials for her to make. There's a bunch of shops around.
Any of them look like a magic shop.
Make a perception check. 12. For some reason, all the signs are in giant.
I
Does-
wonder why.
Does anyone read giant here?
Give me $8.
Oh no. So you're not really sure. Like, there's a lot of shops here, but you're not sure which one can sell those items.
Can I just like stop someone in the street and ask them?
Sure.
Alright, hello there. Hi, giant up there.
So you guys are in like a major area, basically in the town. Like, so there's people walking by. Some your height, some giants, and one of the cloud giants, who's a local, kind of like stops and says, "Ah, my dear," and kind of like gets on like both knees and still bends down because Ellie is super small.
I am like,
She's what can I do for you?
hi, yeah, so we're visiting here. This is a lovely place you have here. I love this town. But we're kind of new. We're looking for like a magic shop. Do you have anything like that?
We have a few.
Oh, wonderful. Could you show us where the nearest one is?
She kind of like points to it would be your northwest. In this kind of like circlish, and there's like 3 little buildings set next to each other, and like they kind of have like some arcane essence to it, like symbols like that, and some of them like glow for effects. And she's like, they're over there. They're interesting people.
Oh, what do you mean by interesting?
There are 3 brothers who run each store.
Oh, okay.
Each one runs a different store.
Someone dropped in.
No, it looks like fishy. So, just be careful.
Be careful. Like, why? Are they mean?
Sometimes.
Oh, well. Do you have any, like, tips, I guess?
Try not to bother them as much.
Okay. Sounds like a great plan.
Unfortunately, there are only magic shops in this entire area. Up here. But she's back. So, yeah, that's about it. But they're over there.
Okay, thank you. And also, because, you know, we're tourists, is there any, like, must-sees of the Cloud Giant District?
We have a library.
Oh, I love
Has
libraries.
books, library.
What is up with these people in library?
Like the central library?
Well, ours is more like for our history.
So, do you
Wow.
have books in this library?
They have pizza.
Yes,
Nah,
yes,
the
we have
last one
books.
has neither.
We have books in this library.
Sounds impressive already.
books made out of paper
Yes?
or like clouds.
No, paper.
Well, that's kind of lame.
Are you saying that all our books are lame?
They kind of are, you know. Where I come from, they're all magic. You don't even need to learn how to read. Pretty great.
Well, that's all you need. I'm gonna get going.
Thank you.
Thanks for the help.
Shiny like gets up again, like having tough time getting up. Then walks off.
All right, off to the magic store.
Yay.
Oh, lost Raylan.
For not speaking for too long.
My Discord was struggling too, honestly.
Don't worry. My cable broke on my headphones, so I have you guys in one ear.
Wait, aren't your headphones like expensive?
Not the ones that are on mine. They're like 7 years old, so. Anyway, so you guys walk towards the magic shop, and there is someone your size there that is trying to talk to this cloud giant, bickering back and forth.
Is it a giant?
No, it's not.
Is it a bird person?
He is a bird person type race.
So you just hear kind of a squawk. These people are infuriating. Not here either. I start to turn around and walk away from the guy.
They really are, aren't they?
Oh, hello, fellow war. Looks like a bunch of you. What class is everyone, by the way?
A rogue.
Sorcerer, two sorcerers.
I'm a sorcerer too.
Druid.
Bard.
Okay. So
God.
he interrupts saying warrior and says, fellow travelers. I have just
To
been.
meet you.
It is nice to meet you too. My name is Klukar. I have been asking around looking for my brother. He is a smaller red bird, about up to here. Kind of goes up to about his shoulder height. Have you seen him?
Afraid not, sorry.
Oh. That's the last time I asked Duck for advice.
Duck?
Ducks?
You call us the ducks?
I was about, I guess, a few weeks away, and a duck told me he saw a red bird in this direction. I've been looking for my brother since.
You trusted a duck to tell you where your brother is.
He seemed like a kind person.
Kind duck.
Is it because he's a bird too?
Did he offer you some lemonade by any chance?
No, he kept asking for rooms.
Oh,
Oh no.
that kind of duck.
Did he
No,
go to
those
the lemonade stand? Game duck.
How long has your brother been missing?
Oh, it has been roughly a year since I have departed looking for him.
Oh.
Wow. How long do bird people live for?
About 30 years.
Oh, you better hurry up. Oh, I'm sorry, that was... pretend I didn't say that.
Alright, I will.
Well, do you want some help? We're gonna be wandering this place for,
Kind of puffs up his feathers a little, like,
I
oh,
imagine a few days.
a group. Yes, I would love the help. We could talk to many people this way. I've been searching here, asking everyone if they've seen a red bird, but nobody has.
Out of curiosity, fly up here?
What was that? You cut up a second.
Did you fly up here?
Yeah, yes. They wanted more gold than I could offer, so I just simply flew up here.
Must be nice.
Must be nice.
It
She's
did.
also this kind of like.
It did take you a while to fly up here.
Oh, yeah?
I think ships go pretty fast.
10 miles, you
I think it's like
go 45. What's your fly speed?
70? I can do 140 in a dash.
Holy shit, that's pretty.
so. A normal airship can go 9 miles per hour.
I don't know what that is.
So that's the what's so 70 is your regular speed?
Yeah.
So
pretty
that would be 6.
So it's a while.
So divide by actually no just times 10 times 60.
You can go
How many feet are in a mile?
5,280. You can go 5.11 miles per hour.
So that would be 8 miles per hour.
Oh, I got 5.1.
I did rough math.
Yeah, that's not bad. For flying, that's not bad.
And it's not even dashing.
So, pardon my asking, but what the hell are you?
Oh, 1 second.
You might want to describe yourself, Nalani, since
Alright, so, I guess my character is
Where
of
are you
the...
from?
I am from the Barbados tribe in the mountains of the Center Coast.
Huh.
I am an Arakokra. And, my appearance is basically just like a kind of a feathered bird person. More bright red feathers and, like black wings and arms and legs.
Nice.
Well, nice to meet you, I'm Nalani, and elf thing. And that's the rest of my friends. who
what
usually
color
have
are
names.
you?
Red.
No, I'm talking Nalani.
Oh.
Me,
Yeah,
I have like a light green tint.
you're like green tint.
Yeah.
Actually, he doesn't know what you guys all look like, so if you guys want to go around, describe yourself.
Yeah, so light green tint, like long hair with like a bunch of ferns and flowers in it, and branches and shit. She doesn't brush her hair long. And like these dark green robes, pointy ears, blue eyes.
All right.
So you're an elf?
Yep. Eladrin.
Who's
Uh,
next?
My name's Braylon. He's an elf. Tan skin, green eyes, black hair. He's a swashbuckler, so he has a pirate hat on and like a black coat with like some. He has new like studded leather under it, and part of one sleeve's missing, and you can see he has an octopus tattoo going down his right arm. Yes, his right arm goes from his shoulder to his wrist. And he's got a nice long sword on his back, and he's got like a new cloak hanging off of him. Stuff he picked up along the way.
Sounds very fancy. I once ate one of those on your arm. No bones, not tasty.
Oh no.
A little bit of calamari.
All right. Who's next?
I am the Warlord Battleheart. I look like this.
Oh.
Yeah, you were clean shaving now.
Wow, you look classy. as well?
No, I am short.
Oh, you're a dwarf. Dwarf are kind. They were peaceful with us on their mountain.
Uh oh.
Did I just say it?
He's
I'm from the hill. You see.
Oh. My apologies.
bird foot and mouth. Actually, don't. You can probably do that.
I wouldn't want to. They're talons.
Oh no.
With your massive damage.
Alright. Who's next?
I look kind of like the above.
I'm sorry. My cat is very vocal.
It's okay. I like it.
It's okay.
I'll meow back. Meow.
No.
Yeah.
The meow.
So yeah. So Laura looks like that, except for you said what is it? Less pointy ears, more rounded.
Yeah, I'm
You're like a
half
half elf.
people.
And more books.
Yeah, you're a half elf. Is that right? Yeah.
Just half elf, so my ears is not quite that pointy. Scourge
Yeah.
of human runs through me.
How many pounds of books are you carrying right now?
Me? We're not talking about that, or Randall will say that I can't carry them anymore.
You just have like a big
Oh, you have a lot of books. I'm pretty sure you have like
Yeah.
20 or 30 at this
Where's
rate.
the
Like
Bag of
200 or
holding.
300 pounds of books.
Yeah, don't you have a bag of holding?
Yes.
Or yeah,
Who, as a group collectively.
I'm sure you guys pulled that off, Harry.
Yes. No. We
Yeah.
took the bag of
Yeah, you guys have the bag of
Of course we
holding.
did.
Yes, we did.
Why wouldn't we take a bag of holding?
holding.
Yeah, so that is the party, except for Ellie. Ellie.
Adorable!
So this is Allywick. She's a small gnome. She's like 3 feet tall. She wears green and like leather. She has a leather backpack where her squirrel Lila lives in. Yeah, she's just like supposed to be really like naive and like very trusting of people even when she shouldn't be. Yep.
Super spunky.
Very, very nice to meet you, fellow travelers. Thank you for helping me look for my brother. What are the? Yes.
Speaking of traveling, have you been to the Cloud District often?
No, this is my first time being here. I only arrived here this morning.
Of course you don't.
It never gets old.
It's
Well,
like
we don't
you
know
guys met a different person each day.
Hmm.
I wonder why.
So we do have 3 days to accomplish certain tasks. Actually, is there a time limit for some of these tasks that we have to perform?
There's a time limit on when you have to go see
Council.
the council again.
So other than that, we have to get back to see the council in 3 days. We do have some free time to help you to look for your brother.
I thank you again. If there's
What is
anything I
his
can,
name?
you. My name is Klukar, but you may call me just Kluk.
So Cook,
Oh, that's so cute. Sorry.
so Kuka's brother is red and shorter.
Yes.
Last seen around here apparently.
That is all that I know.
You're a bad detective. It's been a year.
I'm on a never-ending journey to save
Yeah.
my brother.
You mentioned that you came here very recently. How was that?
I've been wandering around the area for the past while, but
Days?
the surrounding area probably more a few weeks, and then only just pointed in this direction recently.
Have you acquired a map of some sort?
No, I do not require a map. I can just fly up above and take a look. I just choose a direction. Any direction's good enough for me, just asking questions.
If your brother is here, is he the type who would stay in one place for a long time?
I am actually unsure about that. Well, we've never really left our tribe before. He disappeared.
Interesting.
Since we did speak with the council, I wonder whether each district have their own leader
On the council.
that forms the council.
Probably do,
That's-
yeah.
If that's the case, maybe we should ask those people about it.
Couldn't hurt.
If they are sheltering someone from a different origin, they must have some information on it.
Can I ask how you got into the Cloud District?
I walked through a portal of some kind and saw a boat, and I just followed the boat up.
Well, come to think of it, so you also have a key, I assume.
Yes.
Okay, so they just give it to everyone. How nice.
I'm just gonna write this down.
So the key that they're suggesting you have is actually a see-through stone that you've seen changes different colors. It's got whole different colors to each element, and when you got close to the portal, it turned into basically a white cloud, and and the whole stone turned into that, and you were able to pass through.
Since you have obtained the key already, I am sure that the council already know the reason why you are here.
Being a complicated.
No,
I
that
just wanted
makes
to make
things
sure we
slightly
weren't gonna
easier.
get killed on the way out for coming out with one extra person.
Oh, he's got his own stone.
Wait
Yeah,
a second.
I just wanted to make sure.
Your brother made it in here without the key, or maybe because I'm pretty sure if he also obtained the key, then the council would know the person.
Well, are you sure
inform
he's
you
here
when
at
you
all?
obtain your key.
So that seems like a good place to start.
So
Okay,
where
we
would
could-
people be if they do not have a key?
Well, I don't think a tiny little bud was making it past those frost giants.
Is your brother as good as also a good flyer like you are?
No, I would say he's slightly weaker at flying than me. He's never really been one to have a stronger build.
When we were down before we take the boat, when we were at the plane, does it look like it's a place where you can survive or not? Much of the
What, the cave or
the place before we board the flying ship.
So on the ground?
Yes, on the ground.
Yes.
Right. Is there vegetations or such?
Yeah.
Does it look like
There's plants and trees and grass.
Did you search the ground?
I was looking around as I was flying up, yes.
The ground is vast. Last time I checked, it is beyond days of distance to reach to, as far as I know, unending amount of ground.
Well, the ground would be an odd place for a bird of my tribe, though.
I see. This feels like one of those maps with too many invisible walls.
You don't know exactly where you guys are.
We are in the cloud, as you have said.
Yes, you're in the clouds of
Every
this
We're gonna need
area.
to hire like a tour guide or something.
Every time I ask
Is there
about
like
the
a
map,
tourist center we can go to?
it's saying that it's a cloud. There's a lot of cloud. But yeah, let's go to the information center.
Yeah, please. We need to pick up some coupons.
For Groupon for groups.
Yeah, no, for the ship ride back.
We have to pay for the ship ride back?
No, we just calculate the terminal velocity and cast feather foam at the last few seconds.
I mean, our new Arakora friend can fly us back one by one.
I want my own Falcor.
All right. So you guys are still in this magic shop, and you guys are talking back and forth. And the guy at the counter is like, "If you're not gonna buy anything, please leave."
Do you sell rations here?
Why do you need rations?
Because we need food. And we're hungry.
Go to the tavern down the street.
We want magic food.
Let's just go to a different convenience store.
This one is particularly inconvenient.
Oh, right. Listen. Can you tell us about your supplier?
Yeah. For our
Go on.
price.
Oh no.
Why is everybody here such an ass?
Yeah. I'm
I put
going
five-
home.
I put 5 copper on the counter.
He just looks down and flicks it back at you.
Okay, I picked up 5 coppers.
For
Well,
me.
I tried.
Well, we just want to know where, these items are sourced from, whether they're legitimate or not.
Far, far away, where no one else can reach him.
So,
Alright, Lord Farquaad.
China.
I don't know, that sounds kind of fake to me.
Well, it's up to you, but we're the only.
Is there like another, that's the only magic shop here?
There's 3 of them. They're right next to each other.
Okay.
But they're
we'll
all
go
owned,
there.
they're all owned by the same brothers.
Maybe there's a nicer brother in here.
Maybe this guy's like the asshole brother that no one likes.
There's always that one.
Already told us that they're all tough.
We'll come back if the other shops.
What if I play you a joyful song on my dulcimer?
She's really good.
I'm really, I just learned this new song. I actually learned 2 new songs. Taste of Ice and Tale of Two Brothers, and I'm willing to play it.
Make a persuasion check.
Question.
17 plus my modifier.
17. He's like, okay. He's still like bottoming his head up and down. He's like, let's hear it.
I have a question regarding the skill checks.
You
Can
should-
NPCs roll against player?
Yes.
Like, can they perform checks on or try to persuade the players or something?
Yes.
And if they do, how does how much do they have to roll?
Oh, it depends what it is.
Say, for example, if they try to persuade me.
You would roll an insight check.
Okay, I see.
So, giant just like sits back in his chair and like waits for Ellie to play music. Oh god, there's an actual video? Hold on here.
Yay!
Hey, this is one of my favorite Dulcimer songs.
Oh my god, this is back.
You're just walking around with that thing on you?
Yep.
So
It's like as big as you.
so when you play, you just like set it up like that.
That sounds actually really nice.
So while Ellie is while you're doing this, do a performance check.
Oh no.
Inspire her, Bard. Inspire her.
I got 12.
12.
Not bad. Just a couple notes.
It's okay. He's got the hang. Like he knows what you're trying to play, but he's heard better.
Tough crowd.
Has he really? He spends all day in the magic shop. Come on.
And he's like, well, that was a nice tune. So, what did you want to know?
Your supply.
Where are your items sourced from?
My father.
Where's he at? Or from?
From about 200 miles straight of the gate.
Oh, okay. And what is his name?
That's I cannot tell.
You don't know your father's own name.
No, I'm just not allowed to tell his name.
Is it an embarrassing name?
No. It's just not a name.
Is it cursed?
No. It's not cursed.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
Then why can't you tell us his name?
Because his identity must remain a secret.
Because he gets them from an illegal place.
I don't know where he gets them from.
What if he gets them from dead slaves?
I'm pretty sure it's not that.
How do you know if you don't even know his name?
Growing up, giants never had slaves.
He might.
No.
I see. You said how many miles north from the gate?
200. Approximately.
Shit. That's kind of... What do you think, guys? Isn't that kind of far?
Yes. Seeing as we only really walk like 5 miles an hour.
It's probably about a week trip, at least. Oh, wait, I can get my handy dandy, oh, wait. Where does it?
Okay, well, can we get his contact information? There's a little shop over in Thorvik that's looking for a supplier right about now.
Oh. I get the supplies, and then I give it to you.
Sounds good to me.
So what are you looking for?
What would a small town need?
You looking for special magic dust? Are you looking for some ritual candles?
Magic holes.
Magic holes.
Magic hose.
Magic hose.
Like the tool.
Yes.
Why would you need that?
Because it's a farming town. That's what peasants like, right?
Yeah.
Something to make everyday life easier. Nothing fancy.
those that allows you to charge up and hold the entire land in one go.
I think she needed to stock up on ingredients too.
Magical ingredients. Is this a place to source?
Yeah.
Well, I got some magical ingredients. Just kind of magic are you doing?
Magic beans.
Necromancy.
Necromancy. So you want the dark stuff?
Dark
No,
spirit.
we're just looking to set up a deal for her. So, how about you give us your contact information, and we'll relay that to her.
Oh, okay. He
Can figure
kind of
each
like
other.
gives you the size of basically you, of like basically a small card. It's like a
You, like,
business card.
magic this smaller.
We can just copy down the contents.
Nah. Okay, can I use my calligraphy tools to copy it down
Sure.
to respectable size?
Make a calligraphy check.
Calligraphy check.
As this is going down, Rukar would be walking around, looking at everything, just kind of cocking his head back and forth and turning it over in his hands, imagining that it looks shiny.
So you, there's a lot of things in here. That's like there's like some like magic orbs that are like glowing.
Definitely those.
I
Yeah.
got-
Definitely some like some armor that has like a really nice shine to it. It glows. So there's a lot of like magical items in here that like they shine. Like they're made to like bring presents to.
14.
14. You're successfully able to write down this information.
Okay, and I give him her address and name.
So his name is Fibder. Fibder.
Okay, it's the magic one. Alright, cool. I found him.
It's normal man now.
Alright. Thank you. Pleasure doing business.
No problem.
Alright, when task down.
Whoa,
Are you
whoa,
good
whoa!
now?
I want to see if he's got some magic shit I want to buy.
Well, we are broke because of the ship.
Not everyone
Right
else.
here.
The OG you will have.
Nora, you're like our sugar mama now. You have to pay for our ship.
I didn't even want to pay to go on the ship.
You guys are so rich. You have no idea.
Oh, I am not. I'm just really good at
Okay.
persuading people.
No.
I need to, and then it's a one.
Do we need it? What do we need?
Have
We
any-
get like a, I don't know.
So the
What did
object
I-
of this was to get materials for her to sell in the shop.
Mhm.
Kind of rings you got, bud.
Well, she didn't really
Ah, we-
tell us what she needed, so.
We
Do you have just a general supplies basket? Like, did you
Like
get
a gift.
like a little
A magic gift.
care package? Yeah. See, we've got
Of-
a big market here, but we're looking for something general for a small town. So things that you would make as staples for your own shop.
So you want magical supplies?
A little
Sure.
bit of both.
Yeah. Just,
Something that you
just
recommend
throw
as
some
well.
shit in a basket.
Well, I can't just throw some shit in the basket. Depends what they're making.
Well,
What kind of
It's
magic?
uh,
What kind of magic are they using?
can I do an Arcana check to figure out if I know what the hell I'm talking about?
Sure.
Oh shit! I got an 8. I don't know what I'm talking about.
You know things are magic.
Magic. She does magic.
I'd probably say
I don't
some,
know.
like repair wands, maybe.
Potions. Stuff for potions.
Potions. So you want some of this, some of this. And the guy like pulls off all the materials for like potion making and get some herbs, and, you know, whatever else. And like he's like, do you need the water too?
Sure.
And throws in a couple vials of water, and, like packs it all up. And he says, and anything else?
Okay. So if someone gave you this as a gift basket, would you be happy?
If I made potions, sure.
Okay. I think we're good.
Well, let me calculate the, like, writes everything down. It's like, well, what kind of potions are you gonna be making? Depends what kind of materials I put in this thing.
Just a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. Puts in some more stuff. Let me get my handy dandy chart over here. Where's my D&D folder?
There's for you.
We just come with a basket full of like weeds and shit.
And he's gonna charge us like $1 zillion for it.
Yeah.
Well, couple regular healing potions, worth of materials, and got a couple greater in there. And what else did I put in here? Did you want some superior supplies?
No, we're broke.
And how was supreme healing?
I don't think she paid us for that.
Alright, so just with that, that's gonna be 700 gold.
For her gift basket?
Oh, makes a lot of potions.
She'll pay us back, right?
There was no talk of her paying us back. I guess if not, I'm learning potions.
I think I only have 500 on me.
Bless you.
Bless you. Now, is this like a shop front end price, or is this like in business with them regularly price?
Make an insight check.
Got a natural 20.
This is a you're not from here price.
I guess that we would flies elsewhere.
That's not a very nice way to treat business partners.
Yeah. To persuade him to make it as a business partner price and not a front end price.
And what are you gonna tell him to do this?
This doesn't seem quite like a price that would be fitting of a business partner. Is there anything that we can do about that? Eating these quite regularly, and I feel like she's not going to be able to keep up with that price, being as it is a small town.
Quite profitable deal for you.
Well,
Surely you can do better than this.
I still don't have a contract stating that I'm supplying these goods to her.
We can write you up a contract, and we can have her sign it if you want.
Alright, Alana's gonna write up a contract.
and he
I
kind of
assure
just.
you, she's been desperately looking for a place to help supply them. So
So while Nalani is making that contract, he takes out a stack of papers, and the stack of papers is 3 different level sizes of this paper, and he's just takes out the smallest one, but your size, and like takes this very fine quill, dips it in ink, and like starts putting his name, and he says, and then puts like takes another color ink and kind of like dabs a couple areas, hands you the piece of paper, and says, "This paper states that we are going to be a supplier for," you put the name of the store here, town, and it states also that I get 10% of the earnings.
Is paying you for the materials she's buying for you not enough?
Well, the 10% is in the price I sell her.
Okay, I see.
I sell her the goods. There's no other profit anywhere else.
Ah, okay.
makes more sense.
Yeah, I was actually taxing her for her shit too.
She's buying it from you, and then you're also taxing her for the.
Okay, she'll mail it back to you. I don't know how you magic people do it.
Should
We'll get this to her. Now for these, you can consider this a sample batch. If she likes what you're offering, she'll send the contract and send it back to you.
No.
not how that works.
What do you mean? It's not how that works.
I will give you this on supplier price,
Yeah.
which is 600 gold.
It's not even. No, there's no possible way that's a supplier price. I know markup.
When you're doing this through another person, in this case, this person, yeah, this is not that.
You can do an insight check if you guys want to.
Which one? You can't be shenanigans me twice. I got a 17 that time.
It's
Seven.
17
So, 17, he's like looking at all the materials he's giving you. It's about the same that price for like straight supplies cost. There is no markup.
Oh, well, I'm assuming we're gonna get paid for this back later. Okay. I have 500 on me. Shipping.
I'll do it.
I feel like we make this guy the supplier though. She's not gonna be able to sell this stuff at that price.
Yeah, not in that big of
We'll be able to sell it for more. It's a small town. It's convenience.
and people have no money.
People will be stopping by.
And people have no money.
Yeah, magic is expensive by default.
Yeah, but even even if it's a small town, you'll still have lots of travelers, and I'm sure magic users, because you have 2 of them, 3 of them in this group alone.
How often do we go to that town?
But we have to go back, so at least twice.
So maybe the key to successful economy to have a lot of side quests.
I'll do it, but then put in a she owes me in there. I hand the gentleman the 600 gold, and I request help carrying the giant basket.
He puts like 2 little like backpack straps on it and gives it to you.
Thank you. I already have a backpack.
Ooh, allow me to. Thank
No,
you for helping me look for my brother.
It's
We
just,
have not found your brother yet.
But you are helping. At least I can help as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Kind of just wave you off.
I hate it here.
I don't like this place. It's hard and horrible and expensive. Or even I'm broke. Because I don't want to know how much a forge is.
Oh god.
Well, do we really have to get a forge here?
I think we need to get at the fireplace. Right after these guys bring us dry.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
It's gonna be okay, Laura. Don't worry.
Can we just import the forge from some mini people?
You did bring the cart, like one of the carts with us, right?
We have two with us.
Hey, I'm gonna show Clue the cart so that he doesn't have to carry that heavy thing forever.
I admit it would be difficult getting this onto the ground.
It's gonna be difficult to fly it down. There's a cart though.
Can we just drop it and cast feather fall?
Oh. What if it breaks and then I cry?
We cast feather fall earlier.
How long does it last?
I think that's.
Alright,
I
so
mean, that's not a viable option, but
so Raylan, you said you're gonna say something.
Yeah, I just sent you a message while everyone was talking. I go up to him and I ask him if he has a certain magical item called a bag of tricks.
Bag of tricks.
that sounds seedy.
Oh, I know what that is. Shit.
He looks around. It's like, how much you willing to pay for this?
Enough.
Hold on. I'd say probably about like 350.
350.
350.
It's,
That
it's, a,
50.
it's not that rare of an item, but it's not the easiest thing to find. But it's not like going to the grocery store and finding an apple. But it's not that.
Kind of looks around. It's like, oh, the one I got is this one. It kind of like points to this bag. It's a tan bag.
Like a purse?
It's like, it's the one I got. Since it's a one of a kind item, it'll be 1,500 gold.
1,500. One of a kind. It's uncommon.
What color is it?
That's what it was.
Well, there's 3 different colors.
It's tan. This was tan.
Okay.
Nalani's gonna step up and she's gonna use a suggestion spell. And she's gonna be like, well, as a sign of, good faith or newfound partnership, why don't you give it to him for the, regular price? And he has to make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage for 15.
Wisdom saving throw with disadvantage. Alright. And what number am I beating here?
15.
15.
No, what number are you losing to? You're
Yeah.
He made it.
Person.
He did.
Yeah.
With disadvantage?
With disadvantage.
Liar.
Shit. Didn't work last time either. Okay.
Well, buddy, I know it's not that expensive for this item. It's not super rare.
Well,
I'll give you 500 for it.
for a bag that can basically summon. Oh, I got feedback here. Basically summon. There's feedback somewhere. I don't know where it's coming from.
I mean, listen, Valen, I think it'll be cheaper to just buy you a zoo and keep
Me?
it in the cart
Keep them in the bag of holding.
at this rate. Yeah.
A
Give you 500 for it.
standard uncommon item normally goes for 1,000. This is a special one.
You were just saying we had more money. You're like, you're rich. Can't even afford an uncommon item. Can't even afford greens.
You don't even
so
want
one more
no.
time, I'll give you 500 for it.
No deal.
You'll find it somewhere else.
Kind of puts it back.
It was his favorite Hello Kitty purse, and you were trying to take it away from him.
Well, isn't that a shame?
Can we just, like, burn the shop down? This guy's insufferable. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ask his brother.
All three of his brothers. Like, listen, the other guy next door was giving me, offering this for 400.
No, Nora's
He won't.
internet died.
I have work tomorrow, so I might have to do this soon.
Well, it's 10 o'clock. Who's got work tomorrow morning? I
Me.
think we all of us do. We're going to cut it off here.
Yeah.
All right.
Pick it up here.
Night.
Someone take notes.
We stood around Cloud District for a while.
Literally, there
And
is
then
an.
we stood behind the magic shop for a little while.
Oh my god, whoever just posted that giant thing is amazing.
Who joined?
Whoever is Anonymous Badger.
What?
Oh, let me the notes.
It's a miracle someone took notes.
Yay.
Let me fix this date though. It is technically 9/18. Wow, we haven't. No, there is a time we played between those days. I remember that. It was like 2 weeks ago. I think it was the very beginning of the month.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the 4th. Is when we played.
I think we spent like way too much time just like standing
Argu-
around trying to figure shit out
Trying to
Arguing
save
what to
Mexico.
instead of actually doing things.
Hey, we
Like,
saved
no offense,
Mexico.
but
It's called RPing.
yeah,
The-
but
The
it's a
biggest
little too
hindrance.
much.
The biggest hindrance was paying that asshole 200 gold
Yeah.
to get up here. We don't want to do that.
You
shit.
guys are just don't want to let go of your wallets, whatsoever.
You said we were rich and it's costing us 200 gold. That's like, that was
Yeah,
It's that you are
like,
rich.
20% of my money.
It's that you're rich in Mexico, but you still can't afford to leave launching.
yeah, especially just for like transport.
Meow.
Even my cat is unhappy about it.
Yeah, he's getting mad
It's
too.
just like,
No.
that's window.
What would be worse if your brother just walked in?
Yeah.
Am I right?
He actually kicked me out